Hey everybody, so I'm Will Butler at the Lighthouse for the Blind in San Francisco, and I'm here with BJ Epstein and Naomi Rosenberg, two of our designers extraordinaires, and they've made this really awesome tactile map of South by Southwest 2016, and you guys are just going to show me how it works, basically, right?
Yeah.
So explain to me what this thing is.
Okay, so a tactile map basically takes the information that would normally be conveyed visually and turns it into something that is conveyed both visually and tactilely. So whatever your level of sight is, you're going to be able to access this map. It's in Braille and large print, so
you
if
can
you're
feel it's all raised,
Yeah,
like
if-
and embossed here. Like everything about this has like the texture to it.
Yeah, so if you read Braille, you can read the Braille. If you read large print, you can read large print. This works for anybody, no matter how much sight they have.
So how do you go through it? How do you start using it? If you've never used one of these things
Okay,
before.
so if you've never used one of these things before, the best place to start is with the introduction.
Okay.
That's going to tell you a little bit about the map that you're holding, about how it's arranged, what you're going to find where. So that's where you should start. Then you're going to move on to the key. In this particular map, we've got a symbol key, an abbreviations key, and a credential access abbreviations.
So each one of these things has its own very specific feel to it.
Yes. So there's a specific symbol for, say, restroom, which in the large print visual is a dark gray square with the little stick figures on it. In tactile, it is a rectangle with the letter R inside of it in Braille. So you're going to find these symbols are going to be used on all the maps throughout the book. The abbreviations are something that we do because Braille is such a large font. We can't fit all of the Braille words into each room.
So it's like for streets names,
street
and the
names,
names of
room
rooms.
names. So there will be a Braille abbreviation for those of you who are reading Braille inside this map.
So then when it comes to the actual, and forgive me, I can't see this super well, but when it comes to the actual, it's for me, I'm going to be using it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the actual map, Naomi, like, you put these textures in there here. Like, explain how it actually feels to kind of run around the convention center with your hands.
Yeah, so if you're entering the space, you would come in through one of these entrances around the exterior wall. What you've got your hand on right now is the street. Just inside of that area, there's an exterior wall that has some entrances, various entrances showing stairs or no stairs. There's little amenity symbols throughout. Once you enter the building, you've got hallways and rooms, and the rooms have walls, obviously.
Right. So you can feel the walls.
And then you've got a wall. There's a little break in the wall with kind of little rounded edges.
Door,
That's a door entrance. Yep.
Okay.
And then
what is this little circle? These little circles.
So these circles along the wall, these are the entrances from the outside.
Oh, okay.
So if there's a filled-in circle, kind of like where I've got my finger right now, if you can see that.
Yeah.
That is a stair. That is an entrance that has a stair with it.
Okay.
If you,
some of them have stairs and some of them don't.
Right, the one you're on right now, with empty circle, just an outline circle, that's a regular entrance without stair.
Okay.
There's a large filled-in area over here. This is textured and visually textured.
Yeah, it's really bumpy.
That is where you, as a visitor, do not have access to this building.
Okay. So don't go into this whole big area here.
Yeah, so that's either it doesn't exist as part of the building, or it's staff only, or this in this case, this is actually the loading dock of the Austin Convention Center.
Okay. But
you probably don't want you over there.
No, not me. But you can really walk up and down the halls with this thing and find each room and locate it without looking at it, and really get a good sense of how
rooms
it
listed with each of their names. If the room just says C in Braille, for example, you can turn back to the key from the previous page and know that that is for ballroom C. EH3, for example, is exhibit hall 3, and then you can also find what goes on in that room on the previous page, which shows
a lot more information.
Yeah, about kind of what's going on each
what
day.
about people who are like, I don't want to carry this big thing around like the whole week?
That's actually one of the great parts of these maps, is that they are useful as a planning tool rather than as a sort of you are here kind of map.
Right.
So you can go, and if you're sitting in your hotel room or over dinner, you can have this map out. You can kind of figure out where you're going. You know that you're going to go into 9A, so you find 9A, you're on the 3rd floor, and you know basically it's about in the middle of the hallway. You know that it's near the stair or the escalator and the elevator. You can find all of these things ahead of time, so it's a really great planning tool.
Yeah. So and like I'm assuming that you can pretty much like so you'd like open this thing up and you'd be like maybe in your hotel room or whatever, and you say, oh, okay, like I get the convention center, I know it's this big hallway, I know where I'm going, but like, oh, here I found the escalator. So now I know where the escalator is. I don't have to like, when I get to the convention center, I don't have to try to figure that part out. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and we've actually found that someone studying one of these maps has the same sort of brain process as if they were exploring the place in person.
Yeah, so Naomi and BJ have worked really, really hard on these maps. They're beautiful, and you can pick them up at the information booth at registration, and you can even get a copy if you come to our panel, Mainstreaming Accessibility. It's on March 15th. It's open to all badges and wristbands, and you can come hear some terrific speakers who are innovating not only in map making and wayfinding, but in all types of other fields. And just come hang out with us. So we'll see you in Austin. Yeah.